Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We are here with Brandy and Badger, and we're going to demonstrate the obedience commands that Badger's learned here at school. We're going to start off by introducing the training equipment, and Brandy's got a standard 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in her right hand, which leaves her left hand free to make any correction. And the only correction we give here at school is a little tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment. We're going to show you how to properly use that and put it on when Badger goes home tomorrow. Now the first command we're going to demonstrate is heeling. Heeling is properly walking on the leash, always on your left, and the command is Badger heel. Now it's Badger's job right now to stay even with Brandy's left leg, no forging ahead, no lagging behind, and then incorporated into that heeling is a stay command, whether a sit stay, a standing stay, or a down stay. So we're going to show you the stationary stay command. Brandy gives him the firm hand and voice command to stay. We don't use his name in the stationary command. And you can have Badger hold this from 1 minute working up to 3 minutes when Brandy returns back to Badger. His job is to stay relatively still, not get up, move around, and then they take off heeling again. Now Badger, being a young dachshund, is a little challenging with obedience, so we're working through some of our problems and challenges and difficulties right now, but he's come a long way. We're going to go ahead and show you that stay command again. Again, it's a hand and a voice command, a firm stay, and his job is to hold that. And then you have a few options from here. Instead of returning back to Badger, you can either call him. The command would be Badger come. The idea is that Badger comes back to you instead of jumping onto you ideally is that he does come back to you, either sit or stand, and wait for that next command. You can use your leash as a way to guide him back in, and I think it will be a little bit easier tomorrow to kind of see this live and in person, but this little demonstration will certainly help. Nice proper heeling, another stay command again. That was a nice automatic sit from Badger there. And that's been one of our challenges, and very typical with dachshunds, that they do kind of the dachshund sit, where it's not really a sit, it's not really a down, it's kind of in between. Brandy's going to show you that recall again. Badger comes all the way back, he gets a little pat on the head and a tap on the chest for praise, and then they take off heeling again. Badger does do a pretty good job with his down commands. He's a little bit better at that than with his stationary sit-stay commands. So one of the commands we're going to set up and show you is the down from heel position. Down. Very good. Badger went from a sit stay to a down stay with one firm hand voice command. Brandy goes out to the end of that 6-foot training lead, and she'll have him hold that. And ideally 30 seconds, maybe up to 2 or 3 minutes at home when she returns back to Badger. He shouldn't get up or really shouldn't move. He should stay there, and then they take off heeling again. And these stationary or these obedience commands, whether stationary or movement, are designed to have him, listen a little better, respond better on and off the leash. Another down and another stay. Very good. And he went right down. Like I said, that down command he's much better with. And then instead of returning back to Badger, we're going to go ahead and show you that recall one more time. Badger come. He comes back. Sits very, very nicely for Brandy. Then they take off heeling. It's going to be important with Badger to practice at home as much as possible. Keep your training sessions relatively short. And then at the last command we're going to attempt to show you is a little bit of a distance down, where Brandy's going to take a step or two away from Badger, and then just use her right hand down, and the one-word firm command to down. And that's a really, really good example of how not to kind of give up on him. He knows what you want him to do, but like all dachshunds, he's a little stubborn, a little defiant, and doesn't want to listen. That being said, he is one of the most adorable little things that we've seen in a long time. We were really, really happy. It was our pleasure to have Badger here. Really, really enjoyed him. Please keep us posted on your progress at home, especially with this housebreaking. I know that's a challenge, again, like most dachshunds. So thanks again for using Nora's Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great day.